morning, dear students. Today we will learn a new chapter, that is chapter 2, components of food. Components of food. In our previous chapter, we've known that food is very important for all of us. It acts as a fuel and performs a number of functions in our body. It is able to do so many functions. It is because of the basic component, that is chemical substances present in the food called nutrients. Nutrients are very essential for maintaining life and growth. Our food has got 5 major nutrients. They are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. In addition to these nutrients, water and roughage are also important part of our food. Since they do not have any food value, they are not considered as nutrients. But when we speak about components of food, we include them too. So, there are 7 components of food. There are 7 components of food. These 5 nutrients plus water and roughage. Now, let's study about the functions of each component of food in detail. First one is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates provide energy to our body. How do they do so? Well, the most important type of carbohydrates that we consume are in the form of sugars and starch. Sugars are immediate source of energy, whereas starch also gives us energy, but little slowly. It is so because starch takes time to break down to form sugars. We know that different food items contain different nutrients in them. To identify the major nutrients present in the food, we need to conduct certain tests. So here we are to test the presence of carbohydrates in food. The most important carbohydrates that we eat in our food is starch. So here we will give a test to detect the presence of starch carbohydrate in a given food. To test the presence of starch, we use a dilute iodine solution. This test is based on the fact that iodine produces blue-black color on combination with starch. The presence of starch in food can be performed by the following steps. First step is, we take little quantity of food to be tested. Second, we add 2 or 3 drops of iodine solution with a dropper. Third point is, if it produces a blue-black color, then the starch is present. So, to understand this test clearly, let's do an activity. And our activity is to test the presence of starch in potato. To test the presence of starch in potato. What are the materials we require to do this test? We require a potato, knife, a dilute iodine solution and dropper. How do we do this method? First point is, we take a potato and cut this potato into 2 pieces with the help of knife. Then we add 2 or 3 drops of a dilute iodine solution on the cut surface of the potato. When we do this, a blue-black color appears on the cut surface of the potato. This shows the presence of starch in potato, which is the example of carbohydrates. So let's do with a simple activity. We take a potato and cut this potato into 2 pieces with the help of knife. Then we add 2 or 3 drops of a dilute iodine solution on the cut surface of the potato. When we do this, a blue-black color appears on the cut surface of the potato. This shows the presence of starch in potato, which is the example of carbohydrates. This way, we can detect the presence of starch in different food items, which are examples of carbohydrates. The next component of food that we will see is fats. Like carbohydrates, fats also provide energy to our body. In fact, fats provide more energy than the carbohydrates. For an example, a small piece of butter provides more energy than the big chapati. Here, butter is the example of fat and chapati is the example of carbohydrates. Fats are stored in different parts of our body, like under the skin, around the heart, kidney, liver, etc. We obtain fats from both plants and animal sources. Plant sources of fats are mustard oil, groundnuts oil, sunflower oil and coconut oil. Animal sources of fats are ghee, butter, milk, meat, etc. Next, coming to the taste for fat in food. Taste for fat in food is based on the fact that fat produces a greasy patch when rubbed in the center of a clean sheet of paper. The test of the presence of fat in food can be performed by the following steps. First one, rub a small quantity of food in the center of a brown paper. Second, then take this paper in front of a source of light. Third, if a greasy patch appears in the center of a brown paper, then the fat is present in the food. To understand this test, let's do an activity. And our activity is to test the presence of fat in butter. To test the presence of fat in butter. The materials required to do this activity are a small piece of butter, brown paper, and a source of light. Method. First, we take a small piece of butter and rub this butter in the center of a brown paper. Then we take this paper in front of a source of light. When we do this, we notice a greasy patch or a translucent patch in the center of a brown paper. This shows the presence of fat in butter. Let's do this activity and understand the test well. So here are the materials required to do the activity. We have got butter, source of light and brown paper. So a little quantity of butter we take and rub in the center of a brown paper. Then we take this paper in front of a source of light. What do we notice? We notice a greasy patch or a translucent patch in the center of a brown paper. This shows the presence of fat in butter. Is it clear? Okay.